beautiful people, how are you doing? Yes, this is the maiden edition of Newspaper Banter. What do we do on Newspaper Banter? On Newspaper Banter, just as the name implies, we go to newspaper stands in Abuja and environs where we get raw, unfiltered, undiluted and controversial opinions and thoughts directly from the lips of Nigerians. And guess what? We are live on the streets of Maraba, Nasarawa State, where we'll be getting raw opinions from Nigerians. Come with me.
Since when you go carry a basket to go make a minister. But indigenous is normal. Give the ones. They are leading by non-indigenous. Abuja is to have indigenous. Minister for governor. I'm telling you the truth. And that's that. The indigenous cannot perform. The indigenous cannot perform. Was it yesterday that he was making comment and while you said Wike is good, we want to make Wike work for the clarify. So you can tell me that make it work for the clarify. Wike is good, we want Wike to work the way we clarify work.
I know about Wike's appointment as the means of FCT. We know it has been so long that the Nigerian government have never given appointments in the ministerial candidates for any of the members from these people who are in this FCT. But the current president, President Bola, tried to get somebody from the FCT to be the minister. But when it comes to give you a portfolio, it should not just be because you have some FCT, you might be given FCT. No, it should be based on capacity, based on what you can actually offer so that our society can grow more. You know, Nigeria is on the verge of becoming a developed economy. We are not an emerging economy. We are advancing gradually to get there. So we need people who can actually think out of the box and do a lot of things that can change the economy. And we can have a character. Abuja master plan is there, but there are some deviations from that master plan. There are some houses in Abuja now that have not been completed and they remain there. They become a hideout for evil boys that are kidnapping coming one of the day in Abuja, in the FCT. It's because of these houses. Other people build houses where they are not supposed to build them. So we need somebody who have the strong willpower to be able to face those people and be able to develop Abuja as one wants. So thank you very much. Wike is to go.
All right. Okay. All right. Audience, please listen up. It's no longer news that Wike is as you all know. How do they call it? Please, somebody to remind me.
Minister.
No, according to what he did in the state, they gave him one name. Huh?
Infrastructure.
Yes,
there was a name.
A particular name they gave him because of the good job that he did in River State. Mr. Project, I remember.
Okay.
Because I served in River State, and also recently last year I've gone to River State. Many places I've seen his handwork. I think that gave our current president to pick him to come and replicate the same job here in Abuja. As you can see, Abuja is not for any particular person. Just like how Mr. Edward Cole said, we are not ruling Abuja based on where you come from. Where you come from. No. It must be based on as far as you are a Nigerian and you have the capable hand, you have the knowledge, you have what it takes to develop, to do something. Wike is welcome. And I believe, honestly, that it's going to make a change. Thank you.
The issue of Wike, I strongly believe that Wike is going to work in FCT. You know, we all know that when he was a governor, he tried in his state. Everybody's aware that he worked very well. For Mr. President to appoint Wike as a minister of FCT, I really recommended it. He tried in that aspect. But what I want to say is this: Was it day before yesterday? Wike made a comment that he's going to step on people's toes. He's going the Wala don't come. He shouldn't have been making such comment to the masses. He is a leader whom everybody is hoping to, you understand? Expectation, everybody is expecting him to do well. But if he want to do a good job, he should go and do a good job. He shouldn't be talking. He's going to step on people's toes. That comment is not acceptable. So I want him to work very well and make the citizens of Nigeria, and make the Nigerians smile, and make Abuja be okay, like El-Rufai did. Some people now are criticizing El-Rufai that he didn't know what he did. Well, when you go to Abuja, you know that El-Rufai worked very well. The same thing that I expect Mr. Wike to do as well, so that everything will be okay in Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Wetin me I want to talk about the FCT minister wey dem do. Wike, if he can do and wey El-Rufai follow, e dey better. Since wey El-Rufai comot for as a minister for Abuja, no any minister wey dem dey bring come wey dey work like El-Rufai. So if it is why I can follow El-Rufai step, make the FCT na our own o. Abuja na for all Nigeria. If Abuja dey spoil, but na all of us spoil. Then if e dey okay, na all of us dey okay. Where then they say Wike no go do and Wike no go do, everybody mind dey different. The concept wey you get, e dey different with my own. If you can get the mind, make you do am well, make it dey better. When you do am, God go give am the power to do the way wey El-Rufai do. I no get too much talk.
My name is Chinedu. We don't need loans for palliative. Our refineries should be fixed. And in that way, if refineries are working, then things will work well with us. Getting loan for palliatives, I don't think it's going to help anybody in Nigeria. The palliatives, even the palliatives you are talking about, before it gets to the common man, it will be a very difficult thing before it gets to the common man. So please, if the government will help us fix our refineries first, and then we will, thank God that we have the ministers. At least they will help us to fix things that are not normal. Although he just starting anyway, so he still has a long way to go. Nigerian problem is not what you fix in a day or a year. He has to take gradual process. But please, if he's fixing the refinery, they should fix the refineries, at least to make things better for us.
Actually, my name is William Starr. Concerning the palliative, the president, I don't think that the palliative is going to be the problem of Nigerians. Nigerians right now, they are suffering. And bringing the palliative to the masses, for how long will it take for the masses to be okay with the palliative? To me, I do not abide to it, because when they give palliative to the citizens now, for how long will the palliative now be okay for the citizen? The government should try and do something reasonable that will make the masses to feel okay. Look at now, fuel subsidy just came and removed fuel subsidy without any plans. That at least he will have worked for it before he removed the fuel subsidy. See, the masses now are trekking. Some people now they have lost their job just because of their transportation. You know, Mr. President should just try and make the citizen be okay, so that the masses now will feel okay and as a citizen of Nigeria.
All right, good morning, my fellow Nigerians. I am Edward Corbane. I want to comment on two things. Number one of them is about palliatives, and of course the other one is the concerns about the peace in the jail. Then number one about palliatives. And the Nigerian economy, those of us who have the fair knowledge about what's happening in the economy, we know that it's a big economy in Africa, but it's being controlled by small people. Majority of Nigerians are absolutely poor, and part of it was that payment of the payment of subsidy. So removal of subsidy was the best way forward. And then the president, when he came in, removed the subsidy. Actually, prices of things rise, consumer price increase, capital goods increase, price of capital goods increase. Then the cost of living became so high in Nigeria, and majority of us are very poor. We couldn't cope with that. There must be a short-term arrangement. And that short-term arrangement is what they call palliatives, meant for people to get small money at the moment, for them to survive at the moment. But the president have a long-term plan. And that long-term plan, part of it, as I listened to last week Monday, was that they're going to have the vehicles that are powered by gas. So that the gas will now compete with fuel and the price will come down in the long run. There are long-term plan and a long-term benefit. So when that gas-powered vehicles are brought to Nigeria here, and then the price they'll compete to the vehicle, the PMS, and prices will come down. That's one. Then number two, there are so many private investors going into fuel industry that they will compete among themselves and prices will go down. So for me, palliative is a good thing. Let it take care of the poor at the moment. It's not a long-term thing, it's a short-term thing. So it's needed to cushion the effect of the rise of price of things at the moment. So the Nigerian can survive, Nigeria can actually breathe. The government actually budgeted 180 billion naira as last Monday we heard. And every state of 36 states in Nigeria and the FCT, they are to be given 5 billion naira. Like my state, I'm from Benue. The governor of the state, even for the House earlier, has actually confirmed yesterday morning that he has received 2 billion already out of the 5 billion that they're going to be given. And within these 2 billion that he has received already, he already marked up to 5,000 women that are going to receive money, a small money that will be starting petty business in the market. And then you already have 2,000 young men that are going to be given technical education with which they will start up their own businesses. And they also talk about they are going to pay money for the allowances that are meant for pensioners that are not been paid over the years. They will pay them for 1 month out of that same 2 billion naira. So it's really going to touch a lot of lives. You have a long-term benefit. Palliatives is not the final solution. It's a short-term solution, and we need it. We need a short-term solution. But the long-term solution, what actually we need. But the two must go together. They're talking about the crisis in Niger. Niger is a small country in North Africa. They depend on the on the ECOWAS bloc for them to survive. Niger has been absolutely poor, not because of France necessarily, not because of any European country necessarily, because Nigerians are not patriotic. Those who are in governance have been eating government money, and it has been like that for many years. Niger as a country have only 5 universities, and these universities, only 1 is owned by government. 4 are private individuals. What were they doing? Niger cannot survive with light. They were taking life from Nigeria. What do you speak about them? They got their independence from France in 1975. And from 1975 to today, you don't have lights. You don't have some of the public utilities you need. You're depending on your neighbors. So the young man, the military junta, is only trying to get access to government funds so that he can also enrich himself. It's not about patriotism. It's about enriching himself. He's taking advantage of France taking some of the control in the economy so that he can have the mercy from people. He can get people to sympathize with him as if he has any sense of patriotism. It has not to do with that. It has much more to do with him getting to government and accessing government funds and enriching himself. So on the whole, ECOWAS is the right path, but I'm not advocating for war. I want them to have diplomacy. I want the junta to understand and actually come down and let's have agreement. Let us not take arms against ourselves. We are the black people, we are the poor people around the world, and we are being looked down upon. We don't need to fight amongst ourselves. But diplomacy is the way forward. Thank you very much.
Concerning what is happening in Niger, I think Nigeria, we have enough problems. We have a lot of problems, challenges that we've not been able to contain. What is the business? What do we have to do with issue that is happening in Niger? I think if they want to do something that will at least, I know democracy, that is the government that for the people and by the people, they should be able to do it, conduct themselves well so that it will not create a serious tension in the country. So by doing that, they should trade. We are seeing Burkina Faso, Mali coming up. They want to join forces to attack whoever that will want to poke nose into the affairs of Niger. So with that, we don't want problem that will come and happen in this country that masses will not sleep well, that will cause serious unrest in this country. So they should trade well to avoid any problem that will affect the citizens of this country. That is on the issue of Niger. And concerning the problem we are facing, the challenges we are facing in this country, We have insecurity all over. People are not sleeping with two eyes closed. When you sleep, you wake up alive, you give God the glory. When we go out and come back alive, give God the glory. But what we are seeing, the government in the country has failed in all regard. You cannot travel freely and rest assured that you will come back without anything. So they should make every effort to see that the security of the citizens is adequately taken care of. Because we know it is the responsibility of the government to see that the citizens of the country, they are safe. But situation where the law has now been broken down, life taken at will, wanton killings here and there, it is not going down well with the masses at all. So they should concentrate to ensure that the security of the citizens is taken care of.
According to Vanguard of today, I can see another burning issue here concerning the alleged 6.9 billion naira fraud as committed by Emefiele, the former CBN governor. So he's pleading for bargain deal. As you know, since last year, this issue has been going on. He was the CBN governor as at then. So he changed money according to what people are saying, that he has met his Waterloo. What do I mean? The candidate of APC then think that he's doing this because of him, that the changing of money is because of him, and he has won. As he climbed the throne, the man outpicked him. Some people said he's witch-hunting him. He's trying to deal with him because he wanted to stop him. Right now, as we are speaking, he's still in the hands of the government. They are still trying him. Please, we want somebody to air his or her view on the issue of please calm down. And that is what we want us to talk about now, please. All right. Whatever you want to say, please, you are free to air your view.
My name is St. John.
All right.
I'm a Nigerian.
All right.
And for me, I hate promise and fail. Our leaders, they are always promise and they are not fulfilling.
Sorry, sir. Can you just tell us the topic you want to talk about,
sir? God, forget the topic. We have problem in Nigeria. We are talking about topics.
Sir, topic of what? You are free to air your view,
for now that they are saying they want to go and make do something to Niger, I weep to Nigeria because for me, it's very, very wrong because we have problem. I'm a Nigerian, and the way I'm living, I'm not sleeping well in the night because I'm a Nigerian. And the Nigeria, they are saying that they want to go and maybe do something to Niger people. What concerns Nigeria with Niger? If we have anything common with Niger, let them face their own issue. Let Nigeria, our leader, face our own issue. They are putting us into trouble in this country. We are not sleeping well. Look at the bandits everywhere. Look at kidnapping. Even coming closer to where I'm living.
Thank you, sir, for saying that. Please, if you say they are putting us into a problem, what do you mean by that, sir?
What I mean is that they are not fighting the kidnappers. They are not fighting the bandits. They are not. Maybe if you understand what I'm saying now, you understand? They are not serious. Our leaders are not serious. They are not serious. Bandits, kidnapping is all over. And when it happened in the Niger, they are shouting, and they are not serious. The thing is going around now. It's even closer to national where I'm living. You understand? So it's me. I'm annoyed. I'm not happy for what is happening in Nigeria. I'm not happy.
The president will help us and think about the Nigeria, this situation, because when he removed this subsidy now, he didn't plan anything on that, and he removed this subsidy. People are suffering. Many of my friends, which I know, they resign from their job because of this transportation and all this thing. So we're suffering.
Newspaper Banter, keep on watching.
Whoa, I'm so sure you were itching to be on the show, right? Yes, you can drop your unfiltered comments on our comment section below. And if you want us to come to the nearest newspaper stand to you, drop your location. And guess what? We'll be there next week, Thursday. Do not forget, this is Newspaper Banter, only on Oweleketv. I am Rachel Abioye.